So we're here today. It's such an important subject that I would like to discuss today and share with you. 2020, I believe, was a huge time that we had for us to be able to learn a lot about not just ourselves, but what's happening and how to react to different situations, right? One of the things that has been mentioned a lot, and one of the things that I learned from last year was that everything that we have been seeing on TV, experiencing as we go out outdoors and we watch people with masks, social distancing, and everything that we have had to adapt to or change in our lifestyles has been inflicted, I should say, by fear. I'm going to tell you something about fear, and that's one of the things that I speak about in my first book is about fear, love versus fear. What happens? Okay, so because of what have been bombarded through TV, social media, what we see outdoors, people, how they behave, what they do, wearing the masks, and it's like coming from a place of fear, okay? I'm going to explain to you what happens in our bodies whenever we are in fear. Okay, so what happens when we are in fear is that our bodies get stressed. Okay, we are stressed, our bodies get stressed, and what's happening when we are stressed is that we are releasing cortisol. And cortisol, okay, it's a chemical in our body that causes addiction. Okay, and eventually something that is so normal in our bodies to be stressed, that is so used to it. And what happens when we are stressed and cortisol is released in our bodies, our immune system drops. And what happens when our immune system drops? Well, we're more likely to catch anything, right? So, one of the things and studies that have been done, and I speak about that in my book, is about what to do to raise up your immune system, not just only by eating healthy, exercising, sleeping well, not smoking, and eating healthy, and doing meditations and all that. It happens that you start raising your frequency of vibration. So I talk about that. And one of the things that I promote a lot through the Ripple of Love is joy. Joy is a true healer, and that is right. And why? Because when you are experiencing the feeling of joy, you are vibrating in the frequency of joy, which is going to cause you to attract more joy. Where there is joy, there is no fear, right? Where there is love, there is no fear. Fear is the lack of love, okay? And it is very important to understand that you can only serve one master. And I speak about that in my book too, okay? What do I mean with that? It's like your choices of thought, word, and feeling, and your actions are a reflection of which master you are serving. If you are coming from a place of love when you speak, if you're coming from a place of love when you're thinking, if you're coming from a place of love in the way you behave, well, you're serving the master of love. But if you're coming from a place of having negative thoughts, being judgmental, having negative reactions towards people, for example, you get to see someone that is not wearing a mask and you consider them someone that doesn't care and blah, blah, blah. Well, that's coming from a place not of love. That's coming from a place of fear. Okay, when you get to see someone that is wearing a mask and you get to judge them, it's like, oh my goodness, they're just blah, 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 blah. Once again, you're not coming from a place of love, you're coming from a place of fear. So where do I want to get with this? I believe, and I know through, and I learned through the last year as well, that one of the things that we must be aware of is ourselves. Okay, so from how we behave, the way we speak, even if there's a lot of people that they think that, I swear a lot when I speak. I don't do that, but there's a lot of people that swear a lot. The vibration that I'm emanating whenever people are swearing is like they're lowering the vibration, and that attracts low vibration. Okay, we are all energy. Everything is energy. Okay, and every single thing has a different frequency of vibration. So if you are vibrating in a level of joy, of compassion, of kindness, of love, if you are focusing in your self-love and taking care of yourself and looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, hello, gorgeous, how are you? And truly loving yourself as you should, you are seriously vibrating in the frequency of love, which is going to not only benefit to you, but everyone around you. According to Christy Marie Sheldon, you can Google her. She's an amazing teacher and regards to energy. She says, and it's true, that whenever you're vibrating the frequency of love or above, you are benefiting close to 750 people around you. Just imagine that, 750 people around you. Okay, every single person has the power to raise a vibration of a room, of an area, or a place, you know, just vibrating your own vibration. It has happened, I don't know if you have ever experienced that when you walk somewhere, you're in a place and then sometimes someone walks in and you go like, you just turn around and you say, wow, there's something about that someone that looks gorgeous or it's amazing. And the opposite too, you know, you're in a place and suddenly someone appears in the room and it feels heavy, and if it doesn't feel right, it's the same thing, because the frequency of vibration of that person might be very low. So where am I going to get with this? Where to start? Step number 1, love yourself. And I keep praying and I keep preaching that, and I keep talking about that in my posts about self-love. Understanding that the power that each individual holds relies in your self-love. And self-love doesn't mean just exercising and eating well and going to bed early and all that. It's okay. Anything and everything about you, you know, like who are you the way you speak, the way you think about yourself, what you say about yourself, you know, how you relate with others, the way people around you. You can tell a lot about your own frequency of vibration by the quality of the people that are around you. Okay, but that's the kind of people that you will be attracting. Okay, so it is very interesting. Every single thing around you, like in nature, look at that view, it's amazing, right? Every single thing around you is telling you a lot about yourself. Okay, whenever you get to judge someone or you get to see something in someone, it's probably something about yourself that you're seeing in others. Okay, I speak about that in my book too. Okay. So today, after the situation that we are facing once again here in Brisbane of going into a 3-day lockdown, I believe it is important that, number 1, to love ourselves, but I think as well it's important that we should take advantage again this time to be kind, to be loving and caring to one another, to take care of yourself, to truly promote health and happiness, okay? It is possible. Everything is a blessing in disguise. So remember, our superpower is self-love. Whenever you are able to love yourself more than anything, we should be our number 1. I am my number 1. If I love myself more than enough, I'm going to be able to love anyone around me and everything around me. And my frequency of vibration is going to be high. And I'm going to be benefiting people just by having a high vibration, right? So, number 1, self-love. And through the process of self-loving, most people might be thinking, but how do you do that? Unfortunately, nobody has taught us in life how to love ourselves. We have been taught, especially by social media, that we need to be in a certain way for us to be worthy of anything. And that is not true. Every single person, just by being themselves, by me being me, by my daughter being my daughter, by anyone being their own self, they are worthy of love. They're worthy of every single blessing this beautiful planet has to offer. Okay? It doesn't matter how you are, it doesn't matter what you look like, it doesn't matter how heavy you are, how tall, how short, the color of your hair, the color of your eyes, absolutely nothing. What matters is the relationship that you have with yourself. If you're having a good relationship with yourself, you love yourself enough, like I said, you are rippling out the ripple of love that is coming from you to the world is going to be benefiting not only yourself, but everyone around you. And you're going to be rippling that. But if you are thinking bad about yourself and you are down on yourself, that's where you're going to be replaying out. And that's the kind of situations and the kind of people that you're going to be attracting into your life. So to be able to, the ultimate mindset of 2021, okay, self-love. Self-love. Because 2021, if you thought 2020 was like, oh my God, what happened? That was just the beginning, okay? As we have been seeing, 2021 so far, we have been, 8 days into 2021, and how many unexpected things have already happened, okay? So I believe it's a matter of don't fall into fear. Turn off your TV. Turn on your intuition, okay? Stop feeding fear, okay? Feed the love in yourself. Feed the love. Love, we need to raise the vibration, the frequency of vibration of the planet, of ourselves, okay? To be emanating love, okay? Being in joy. When anyone is sick, they're experiencing sickness, the frequency of vibration is low. And the only thing we can do, people that we are healthy, is send them a lot of love and a lot of healing. Because everything is energy, okay? I'm not just talking woo-woo thing here. I'm also a life coach and I know what I'm talking about here. And it is true. Just try it. You know, just try it. Like my daddy used to say, be happy is the name of the game. So it's a matter of trying to stay happy. If you are already sick, focus. The mind is very powerful, and we all have the power to heal ourselves. That's a subject not for this video. I'll talk about that in the future. But like I said, once again, don't feed fear. Turn off your TVs. Turn on your intuition. Focus on loving yourself. Be kind to each other. Be kind to one another. Love each other. Appreciate what's around you. Once again, we have been given the opportunity through these lockdowns and having to stay at home situation, the opportunity to reset once again and go inwards, going within, because that's where our power is. Healing anything and everything that we have to heal within ourselves, for us to become the best version of ourselves, for us to ripple out what we are meant to be rippling out, which is love. Okay, the ripple of love, and then eventually becoming ripplers of love. Okay, and without doing it just normally, without any prompting, without having to think about it, just by vibrating love and above, by rippling that love, we're gonna be benefiting, having an effect, on a positive, loving effect on everyone around you. Now imagine 10 people around you. 20 people around you, 30 people around you. How big the ripple is going to be, you know, the bigger the ripple, the further it goes. And it goes through, not just through this dimension, it goes through the universe, it goes into different realities and dimensions, and just love is endless, okay, and it's limitless, okay. So, like I said, focus on your self-love. Do not fear. Unlearn fear. Okay. Remember love. Okay. And how to get out of that fear mind frame. And I talk about this in my book too. Think of something that truly brings joy to you. Anything. It could be a song. It could be a place. It could be like this spot that I have, my really cool spot. This is where I meditate. Those are my crystals. I have my table of crystals there. Think of anything. It could be a flower, it could be a song, it could be a place. Think of that. And then after thinking of it, feel in your body the emotion that that place, thing or person brings to you. A lot of love, a lot of joy. Okay. So, whenever you get to have the awareness that you are feeding fear, that you're falling into like, oh my God, like, following the sheep, and it's like, oh, they're telling us to do this, let's all do that without questioning, without that. No. Focus on you first. Self-love. I want to get out of the fear mind frame. I'm going to think of this place, this thing, or this person that truly brings me joy. For example, my beautiful friend Alicia Biquet, her favorite thing to think of are frangipanis. So whenever she goes into something that is affecting her or she doesn't like, she goes frangipani, 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 frangipani. In my case, I love the sunset, so I go sunsets, sunsets, and I start thinking and remembering of the most beautiful sunsets I've ever watched, and it takes me instantly to that place and to that moment of joy. So I switch from fear to joy, from fear to love, okay, and I keep that emotion, okay, and it doesn't matter who is around you, okay, it doesn't matter who is around you. My sister said something very wise. It's a matter of being able to detach from the situation, okay? It is what it is, but I have no attachment to the situation. I'm not going to take it personal, and I'm going to focus on where I am standing, me in the now, and send a lot of love, blessings, blessing. God bless you, a lot of blessings for you. You're gorgeous, you're beautiful, be kind, always positive thing. People can hate for no reason. And we have seen that on TV. That's why I'm telling you to turn off the TV. We have the power to love for no reason. And I do that every single day. You know, I love for no reason. You know, I don't need an excuse or reason or anything to be able to love. And that seriously is so big and powerful. And that's what matters. The ultimate mindset of 2021, self-love. Love yourself first, okay? Love yourself first. And you can only serve one master. I choose to serve love. The choice is yours, but be responsible for the consequences of your own choices, okay? I'm gonna suggest for you to get my very first new, Are You Ready for Your Awakening? How to choose love, joy, and happiness over everything else. Okay, you can go to the website of therippleoflove.com.au and you can purchase your copy there. Be sure that if you purchase it today, you will receive a copy signed by me with a little present, okay, from the Ripple of Love. You can also follow my posts on Facebook at the Ripple of Love. Instagram, I am as Helena Love 22, and I have a YouTube channel where you can subscribe so you can receive notifications too whenever I post a happy video. My channel is called The Ripple of Love. At home reset, okay, meditating. I'm sending you all my love from here to wherever you are, okay? Con todo mi amor, siempre. I love you, okay? Gracias, buenas tardes, and I'll see you soon, okay? Bye.